Hello students, this is Dr. Howard, just coming to support you, reviewing the vocabulary words that we have studied in the past 4 weeks. So let's see if you remember these words. Now, I break the words into syllables. So you have 1 syllable words here, then you have 2 syllables, 3, 4, and then you have 5. Okay? So let's see if you remember them. Now, say with me. Wait, jaw, will, bait, dish, pace, grilled. Again, wait, jaw, will, bait, dish, pace, grilled. Weight is something that is heavy. Jaw is what hold the mouth, the teeth together. Okay? Will, I will go to class. Will means you have a will to study English. Will is something that you want. It can also be a statement that you write. Will. Bait. Now, bait and grill are 2 forms of cooking. Bake is when you cook inside the oven. Grill is when you cook on top of the stove or the grill, and the food may be brown or charcoal or black. Dish is a plate of food, a dish of food. Pace, control and pace. Pace can also mean food, like ketchup, mayonnaise, cream, anything that you can squeeze from a tube. Like toothpaste. So these are 1 syllable words. Say with me. Wait, jaw, will, bait, dish, paste, and grilled. Now, these words here are the 2 syllables words. So logic, punctual, to weigh, weighty, cheekbones, fragile, instead, poison, disease, alive, to live, native or native, desert, injure, message, preference. It sounds like we're going to say preference, but it's preference. Again, logic, punctual, to weigh, weighty, cheekbones, fragile, instead, poison, disease, alive, to live, native, desert, injure, message, preference. Logic is thinking. Punctual is on time. To weigh means to measure something that has weight. You put things on the scale to weigh. Weighty is something that's heavy. Cheekbones. You have 2 cheekbones under your eyes, right and left. Fragile. Something soft, something that is easily broken, like eggs. Instead it means option. You have 2 options. Study English or not to study English. Instead of chicken, I prefer beef. Poison. Poison is something that can kill you. It's a chemical. Animals and plants have poison. Disease is long-term sickness. Something that you don't have a cure for, like cancer. Alive. We are breathing air, so we are alive. To live. Some people decide to live so they can keep a happy life. To live is to make to another day. We eat so we can live. That's to live. Native. Native is original, where you're from. Native language, native music, native food. Dessert, sweet food like cake and candy and well, not really candy, but something that is sweet like ice cream. Injure. Injure is hurt. When you text and drive, you might get an accident. Accident causes injury, and you can get hurt or injured. Message is information. Preference. Preference means like. It is a noun. Now, these words here are 3 syllables words. Recognize, exceptions, populate, populous, confident, creative, to create, to prefer, imagine, advantage, invented, to invent, invention, lightning bolt, to amaze, to frighten, to explode, to protect, a shelter, to attract, in common, generous. Recognize means you know someone, or you can say, well, you're doing a good job. You recognize, you see someone who's doing a good job. Exception. Exception means not within the norms. Let's say you have a party and John come in dressing in skirt, so he's the exception. Populate means to live or to create information. A community is being built. After building, the people will populate in the community. Populous means a place that is very famous because it is crowded with many people, so populous. Confident is when you know who you are, you believe in yourself, you can say, yes, I can. Creative is when you are brilliant, when you are confident that you can do something good, you can make things better, you can make things more beautiful. That's creative. Create means to make. To prefer is mean to like, similar to preference, which is a noun, and this is the bare infinitive. Imagine means to think. Advantage or advantage is a benefit. Learning English has an advantage. Working has an advantage because it gives us income, money. Vehicles like trucks and vans have many advantages, such as transporting people to and from. Invented is a past tense verb. To invent, invention is a noun. These 3 words mean to make or to create something new or to build. When you see a storm, when you see thunder, when you see rain, chances are there is light striking down to the ground. So when you see the zigzag light lines from the sky, that's lightning bolt. So lightning bolt is very dangerous. So when you see thunderstorm, you might go inside of a shelter, which is a place, so you can protect or save yourself from lightning bolts, because lightning bolt do scare people. So scare means frighten. Okay. Now, amaze means to make someone happy, to please someone. Again. Now, lightning bolt can explode or make big sound like fireworks. Fireworks explode. John was walking down the hallway at a school. He saw a pretty lady. He decided to attract her. He trying to get her attention. Attract to get someone attention by doing something beautiful, something great to attract. Okay. For example, plants have honey. Honey attract insects, so they can come and get the sweet from the plants. Attract. In common means you say things similar. You and I have 2 eyes, so we have things in common, similar. If you are generous, you like to share. You are generous with your money. You are generous with your time. So say together. Recognize. Exceptions. Populate. Populous. Confident. creative, to create, to prefer, imagine, advantage, invented, to invent, invention, lightning bolt, to amaze, to frighten, to explode, to protect, a shelter, to attract, in common, generous. Now these words have 4 syllables, so say with me. Population, to recognize, recognition, preferable, to imagine, delicacy, appetizer, to specialize. Again, population, to recognize, recognition, preferable, to imagine, delicacy, appetizer, to specialize, have things in order, recognizable, to characterize, creativity, have things in order, recognizable, to characterize, creativity. Now, population means the number of people in a place. Let's say the United States has a population of about 350 million people. So the number of people in a country is called population. Population, populous, and populate, they mean the same. People, relate to people living in a place. To recognize, and recognition. So when you decide to recognize, you decide to know someone, you decide to say something good about another person. I want to recognize John for doing his good work. So managers often want to recognize, to say good things about their employees. So recognize. When employees do something good, they give employees awards, pay raise, or extra benefits to give them so they can feel good. So when they do that, that's recognition, like awards or rewards for something good. Preferable is an adjective. To prefer, preference. So preferable, to prefer, preference. So these words, this is preference is a noun, and to prefer is a verb, bare infinitive, and preferable is an adjective, and this means like, to like something. It is preferable that I eat vegetables than meat. Preferable. To imagine means to think. To imagine means to think. Imagine is also a verb, means think. And imagination means to an act of thinking. So to imagine. Delicacy. Delicacy can be a dish that people make, a dish made of special food. So delicacy is a very special food like caviar or special expensive sushi dish. Delicacy. Delicacy is not made every day. It's expensive and it's very rare. Okay? Something is extremely delicious and expensive. Delicacy. Appetizer. Food that we eat before the main course. To specialize means to do something in a specific field. Let's say Vin is very good in doing nails. He specializes in nails. Let's say Yana studied business, so she decided to specialize in business. I'm interested in teaching, so I decided to specialize in teaching and becoming a teacher. Specialize. Have things in order means you want things to be neat. You want things to be organized and be able to find things easily. Have things in order, like the ABC. The letters, the 26 letters, are in order from A to Z. Recognizable is an adjective. recognize a verb, recognition is a noun. They both mean relating to say something good, to acknowledge someone, to say that I know you. So that's recognizable. When you like to describe something, that's characterize. You use characterize to tell how something look. I decide to characterize John as short and funny. Characterize. You tell about the characters of a thing or a person. Creativity is a noun. It means intelligence, smartness, cleverness, brilliance. Okay? So when you are creative, you like to make or create new things, you use creativity or you use logic. So these are the words that we have learned in the past several weeks. Okay? Now, let's see if you can do the exercise here with the words. Now, look at the words and see if you can fit in the line. Excuse me, sir, but I need the luggage. Your luggage looks heavy. What should go in the blank? What vocabulary words fill in the blank to make the sentence complete? Excuse me, sir, but I need the luggage. Your luggage looks heavy. So what word can you use? So if you say to wait, then you are correct. Need, see? Need, you need a bare infinitive. To weigh means to measure something. Okay? To weigh. Okay? Mr. Pei is from Cambodia. He speaks Khmer very well. And Khmer is a language that many people speak in Cambodia. He actually decided in his language study when he was young. So, what vocabulary words can fill in the blank? Mr. Pei is from Cambodia. He speaks Khmer very well. He actually decided in his language study when he was young. If you say to specialize, then you are perfect. He decided to specialize. Some people do focus on studying their native language. It's called linguistic study. My blank under my eyes look reddish. I must go to the doctor, say Pascal. My blank under my eyes look reddish. I must go to the doctor. So what vocabulary words can you put in here? So if you say cheekbones, then you are amazing, outstanding work. Next word. Please don't hurt my emotions because I am too, say Dominique. What word go in the blank? Look for the key words. Emotions. Please don't hurt my emotions because I am too blank, say Dominique. So what vocabulary word can you think of? If you say fragile, then you are correct. Some people cry because their emotion is too soft. Okay? So emotions. Mrs. Gloria helped her husband, and he gave her a blank for her help. Thank you, Gloria, for helping me, said Mrs. Gloria's husband. So what word go in the blank? Mrs. Gloria helped her husband, and he gave her a blank for her help. Thank you, Gloria, for helping me, said Mrs. Gloria's husband. So what word fill in the blank? If you say a recognition, that is good because he say thank you, he given her a reward. A reward can just be words of thanks. Christelle, Sarah, and Tatiana do like sweet food like candies and cookies. They often dislike. Dislike means don't. So which word means they don't? They don't like what? Okay. So if you say dessert, then they are correct. Okay, they are correct. Very good. Next one. Guinea is a country in West Africa. It has a land of about 13 million people. Guinea is a country in West Africa. It has a land of about 13 million people. So what vocabulary word can you put here? If you say population, then you are correct. Population. Adolfo, Raphael, and Kelly are classmates, and they like to be for classes. They do not like to be late for their classes. So Adolfo, Raphael, and Kelly are classmates. They like to be what? If you say they like to be punctual, then you are correct. They don't like to miss class. They like to be punctual. I missed the word be. Mr. Nyat, Nga, and Miss Hương are blank because they can make a yummy cake with just cooked rice and carrots. Nyat, Nga, and Hương are blank people because they can make a yummy cake with just cooked rice and carrots. Now, yummy means delicious, something tastes very good. If you say creative, then you are perfect, you are amazing, you are incredible. Sarah, Tatiana, and Catherine like or think about their future. The word is think. So what vocabulary words can you use for think? If you say to imagine, then you are correct. Now remember, you have to use the word to. I like to imagine, I like to cook, I like to study. Christelle, Dominique, and Pascal wash their fruit and vegetables because they do not want in their food when they eat. It can kill them. So what word here means something that can kill you? If you say poison, you are perfect. Jennifer, Natalia, and Maria went to an expensive restaurant. They ordered caviar or fish eggs, which is a blank because they are expensive. Caviar, fish eggs. So this is something people don't eat every day. Okay? So if you say delicacy, you are brilliant. You use logic. Mariella, Claudia, and Delkin like too because they are neat people who do not like messy things. When something that is messy is something that is very dirty. Okay? So what is the opposite of messy? If you say have things in order, you are correct. Tan was an engineering student in Vietnam, and Yana studied business in her country. These students used in their classes because they had to think very hard. They use. So you need a noun here. Which word is a noun means think? Well, if you say creativity, it can be good, but if you use logic, it's great. They use logic. Berta, Aurelia, Quaylee, and Johnny went to a mountain for camping. They blanked food at the campfire for their dinner. They liked their blank food. So 4 friends went to a mountain for camping. They were hungry, so they blank food at the campfire for their dinner. They light their food. You have 2 blanks, but they are the same words. So if you choose grilled, then you are correct. You are absolutely right. Morrow, Freddie, and Johnny know who they are. They always know what to do. They are very blank about themselves. They know who they are, so this is confident. Confident. Do I know you from somewhere? Asked Gloria, who could not blank the stranger. Do I know you from somewhere? Asked Gloria, who could not blank the stranger. So if you say recognize, then you are terrific. Nat and Vin are because they can make a cake with cooked rice and carrots. Nat and Vin are blank because they can make a cake with just cooked rice and carrots. So if you say they are creative, you are intelligent. Can I look at the menu so I can see what I can order before I eat the main food? Before I can eat the main food. What food do you eat before the main course, the main entree? Can I look at the menu so I can see what appetizers? Appetizer, because this is what you eat before. Now, see if you can use the words that you have and be able to complete this. Mona, Layla, and Isatu like to eat vegetables, then meat. Fatoumata, Tam, and Hoon rather have ice cream, blank of cake, even though they have 2 options. We are blank because we are breathing now. Cancer is a blank because it is a long-term illness or sickness. Rosanne, Yana, and Lizette often speak their blank language at home. If you are from China, you speak Chinese. That's your native language. If you're from the United States and you speak English, that is your original language. So, okay. Let me see, what can you use here? So, if you say prefer, that means to like, then you are good. Number 2, instead, because you have option, you have 2 choices. 3, alive. When you are breathing, you can feel the air coming from your mouth and your nose, then that's alive. Cancer is a disease. Native language. Native language. So I hope you were able to study the words again and be ready for your opportunity to use the words in everyday situations.